27. What are the advantages?
I turned 28 in December.
28, sorry.
See, I'm getting old. I'm getting old now. I got to give every year. I got to add on to the years because I'm looked at like I'm 12 around here to everybody and most people in the profession. But I think it is. I won't say a young man's game, but I will say there's a lot more elements to it than before. I think with the social media aspect, the NIL aspect, the power these players have with the transfer portal, being able to get up and leave at any point, I think it's heightened the importance of relationships. Honestly, we talk about what we've been able to do here at this time, and even what I've done in the past has been strictly based off of relationships. And I think you have to have the energy and the willingness to create these relationships, and maybe that's what it's meant by a young man's game, because it does take a lot of energy and a lot of emotion building these relationships with these kids for 2 to 3 years, knowing the possibility they might go somewhere else. And that's emotionally draining, but I think you got to have the willingness and energy to do it.
Coming into this program, you had expectations of yourself of what this coaching staff can achieve in recruiting. Because right now, that's the only thing you're judged by. Are you surprised by what transpired in the last 60-plus days, or do you think everything is really going according to plan?
No, I'm not surprised. I think it's going according to plan. I think this is what I expected coming here. Anytime you put an energetic staff like this together, and even when you got a head man who has the ability to recruit like he does. I mean, he called me, I want to say 2 nights ago, kind of like he just got me on the phone at about 9 or 10 at night. And he was like, "You're used to being the best recruiter on your staff, aren't you?" He was like, "Ha ha, now it's the head coach." So just having that guy who's competitive like that when it comes to recruiting, I think that adds an aspect that that's invaluable to school, to these kids, and it's invaluable as a position coach, as a guy who's also recruiting these guys. And you got the head man leading by example. I think it sets the tone.
What is the message that you're telling these recruits that come in and want to be Sun Devils? What makes you guys different?
I mean, the people here, the place, Arizona makes this place different. Honestly, this town, the student body, the fan support. Obviously, there's coaching staffs everywhere. Every building has logos. There's degrees everywhere. Some degrees are better than others, right? But I think what makes things different is the people. I know it's an obvious answer, but I think it's going to continue to come back to the relationships and the people that are on campus, that are in the building, that you're dealing with every day. And I think ultimately that's going to determine the success.
And when you're out there recruiting, what are the biggest factors? Like what's on your checklist when you're looking at the wide receivers?
I'm just looking for an elite trait. Honestly, I'm constantly trying to find an elite trait, whether it be speed, whether it be size, and then I build up from that, right? So once I find that elite trait, then finding out what else you can do and how you can fit in our offense and how that can help us out.
And what about the rim? I know it's so early on, and you guys are, finally being able to be together. But what have you seen from your rim of wide receivers? Almost like a early identity type thing.
I think we're creating that identity now. But what I've seen for them is the work ethic. Right? I challenge those guys to catch a certain amount of balls a day. I challenge those guys to come in every morning with a certain mentality and work, and I challenge those guys to allow me to challenge them. I think that's the biggest part, to be open and accountable enough to allow me to challenge them every single day. That's what's impressed me most from the entire room is their openness, the way they kind of open their arms to me and allow me to challenge them and come at them and be better every single day.
I know people have been harping on your age, but do you think it really does help you being able to connect with these players because you've gone through what they are going through and you're able to be that person, obviously as a coach, but just as a person?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps my age, and I think it can be good and bad, to be honest, I think they see me and they understand immediately that I can relate to them. A lot of the same music, we listen to a lot of the same music. We have some of the same interests. As I get older, I see now that my interests are starting to change a little bit. That's how I know I'm getting old. I think they immediately understand that they can relate, and I think it does help them open up and become more comfortable around me, for sure.